Welcome to the My Prerogative episode of Believe It or Not in Education. So my 8th graders were getting ready to graduate. It was 2 days before graduation and they were feeling themselves. Oh, they were cutting up really badly, acting up, being rude to people, to their teachers, being disrespectful. They just knew they had it going on, and they figured there was nothing we could do anyway because we couldn't suspend them because it's only a couple of days before graduation. And I told them, I said, listen, I said, if you don't get it together, I said, when you can't just blatantly disrespect people and carry on in here. If you don't get it together, what's going to happen is you won't march. Well, there's always one that tests you. The rest of them got the message, but there's always one that thinks they're going to get away with it. And this young lady was very clever, had a good GPA, was smart, but she had a smart mouth. Anyway, her teacher gave the directions. She decided that she didn't have to listen to her. And she said, I don't have to do that. And the teacher told her to sit down. She said she wasn't doing that, period. And she was going to do this and that and the other, and she didn't have to listen. She cussed her, turned her back on her, and then slammed the door on her way out. So then when it got back to me, I said, what did I tell you I would do if you cut up and you weren't respectful to your teachers? You told me I would march. And I said, and that's exactly what will happen to you. You will not march. Now, the other kids were like, oh. Anyway, her mother came up to school and was telling me that I had to let her march because she had earned her diploma. I said, yes, she has earned her diploma. You're right. And I have no problem giving it to her. I said, but she has not, marching is a privilege, not a right. And I said, here, she can have the diploma. I'll give you everything that she's earned. It's no problem, but she cannot march. I said, I can't suspend her. She was very rude. Well, can she write something? I said, absolutely not. I said, because then I have to read it. I said, I don't have time to go through all of that. We are one day out from the graduation, and I'm not going to be inconvenienced. Well, there are family members coming from out of town, and they already have their plane tickets and da-da-da-da. And I said, ma'am, your child then can explain to them why they can't watch her march. She can explain it, because she knows what her behavior was like. And I said, she hasn't debated that, and there were witnesses. I said, so she can explain to them why that is. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Mom left. Daughter came back the day before graduation, which was the next day, because we were getting ready. We were doing all the gowns and doing all the stuff to get the kids together. She came back crying and begging, and I told her no. I said, because this is the thing. There were other people who saw that as well. Your teacher was horribly disrespected, and I don't want anyone to leave this school thinking that they have the right to disrespect their teachers and to tell teachers what they're going to do and not do. And I said, so unfortunately, you put yourself in a bad position, in a very untenable position, and I'm sorry. I do like you, but I am sorry you have to suffer the consequences. Years later, we met up on the street. I'll have to tell you about that in part 2. See you in the comments.